The marriage institution still works. And you got to understand something. God has a reason for the marriage institution, because he knows the consequences and the hurt and the pain of not being married and yet trying to participate in activities that only married people should participate in. He knows the pain of when you get a STD, a sexually transmitted disease, and you're not married. He knows the pain of when you get pregnant outside of marriage and the guy now decides he don't want to marry you, and so now you got to raise the kid by yourself and the dad is somewhere else doing it with somebody else. He knows the pain of emotions that go on when you felt like you were used and abused instead of loved, and he never meant for you to be treated like that. That's why he instituted marriage, to come together, one man and one woman, in holy matrimony. That's how we ought to think, but the world tells you, no, you should have your freedom. You should be free to sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. You should be free to freak with whoever you want to freak with. And so they made a song about it. My prerogative, dun, 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 I can do what I want to do. That's where it started. And you started thinking, yeah, that's right, that's my prerogative. We don't even see what's going on. You got seduced. You got played. And you don't even know it. And every generation you took the Bible and made it and reduced it and watered it down. Our thinking screwed up. And then we think we fixed it by going to see a psychologist. And he don't believe in the word either. So your thinking still screwed up. Now your thinking screwed up and your checkbook screwed up. We don't know how to think. Because if we're not thinking in line with the word of God, we're not thinking in the original purpose in which God intended for us to think in, and that is with the word. And so now when I preach stuff like this, something wrong with me. I'm like, God, I changed not. I'm sticking with this. I'm going to think in line with the word. It's ridiculous. So now we have successfully raised up a generation of children that don't know how to make decisions because their thinking is out of line with the word of God. Congratulations. You are now doing what you want to do. Congratulations. We've ignored the word, compromised it, put it aside, didn't want to hear it, treated church like it was a club. As soon as you heard something in the pulpit you didn't like, you went and joined the church across the street. Then if you didn't like something there, you went and joined another church. No commitment, no faithfulness. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now we got 8-year-olds getting pregnant. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now we have 6-year-olds watching porno. Congratulations. Your 8-year-old can now cuss you out better than your spouse can. Congratulations. And they'll get married and continue the cycle as we prepare the atmosphere for the Antichrist who thinks he will rule and reign. But I got news for you. There's still believers on the planet. I got news for you. There's still some holiness around here somewhere. I got news for you. There's still some people who are going to think in line with God's word. I don't want to be holy. I want to be me. I ain't got time to think about God. I'll do that when I get old. It's not hopeless. It can be changed. Church can be the most powerful force in this country if we ever figured out how to come together and learn how to think. And I think I think the older I get, I just don't have time for a bunch of foolishness. My peace is my most important asset, and I protect it with everything I got. Got time for it. Holiness. Being of one mind with God. And now, Pastor, why you spend so much time with that? Because it's headed to this thing that God showed me that it really broke me up to realize that he would love me so much. All he's trying to do is get me to sanctify myself. But why? Well, the results of sanctification, holiness. But I can't achieve holiness without this word. I got to get in the word. I got to read it. I got to get tapes. I got to listen to it. I mean, we think this Bible, you know, half the people in the country won't read it, and yet we use it in a court of law to swear by. Now tell me what's wrong with that. But here's the part, and here's what I saw. Why does God want me to separate myself unto him? Why does he want me to get my thinking in line with him? He wants you to be purified from, watch this word, guilt. Guilt. And the power of sin. You know what the power of sin is? Guilt. You know what the power of sin is? Guilt. Write this down. Sin will make you a coward. You know what a coward is? A coward is somebody who can be standing right in front of their Bill of Rights and they won't go for it because they feel too guilty to believe that they're worthy enough to have it. The power of sin, it produces guilt. And you cannot receive the love from God having a guilty conscience.